All right, guys. So, welcome. Text to MIT to 917-993-5238. All right, guys. How's everybody doing? To get your tickets. All right. So, guys, I have been extremely busy. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you joining. I got some great news for y'all. Um, we are live for the Credit Summit. I know I've been telling you guys about the Credit Summit. Well, the Credit Summit is finally happening. It is definitely happening in Atlanta, and I cannot wait to see you guys there. The Credit Summit is the first summit of its kind. There hasn't been another summit like this, so you guys are first. You guys are first. The first people that I'm introducing to the Credit Summit, and I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing experience. So as you can see, I'm not home, so my setup is not like my normal setup. I am in New York. So I'm getting my setup together, but there's a few things I want us to talk about today. So first of all, I want to say I am definitely happy. I'm very happy that you guys are here, guys. You can DM me the word summit or text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets for the credit summit. So there's a few things we're going to talk about today, right? I'm definitely going to give y'all information on the Credit Summit. I definitely want you guys to be there. So, like I was saying earlier, it's the first summit where consumers and industry professionals will be under one roof. All right. So, both consumers and credit repair specialists and consumer law experts and financial literacy coaches, we will be in the same area, right? We are learning tactics how to empower consumer, erase negative items, and we're learning strategies on how to elevate credit scores. It is a conference made for you, and I am really happy to bring that. It's not a motivational conference, so if you guys are coming there to get motivated, no, it's not to get motivated. This conference is not to be motivated. All right. Lady Liberty, just hit me up and I will give you because we have the pre-sale tickets out right now. The pre-sale tickets are out, so just DM me the word summit, and I'll have the team. I'll have the team reach out to you. So let's talk about the things on the schedule today. So there's a couple things we want to talk about. All right, we're going to talk about auto loans. We're going to talk about late payments. It was auto loan late payments, and there was something else. All right, so let's start with auto loans first. There's a so statistics has shown, guys, that the used car market is it's going to crash very soon. That's basically what the statistics are saying. That there's been a lot of delinquencies on used cars because of different tactics that sales agents use to get you or to get a consumer to drive off the lot. What does this mean? We're going to have a lot more people with late payments. We're going to have a lot more people with repossessions. We're going to have a lot more people with what? Charge off, right? So we're talking late payment, charge offs, repossessions due to the fact that there are. So back in 2020, when a lot of the PPP funds was going out, a lot of people got PPP funds, and some of them got vehicles that they couldn't afford normally, right? So they use the PPP funds to get approved for a vehicle that they would normally get approved for. So what happened was they gave a bigger down payment. So they were able to give a bigger down payment based on the PPP. But now, as we go back into the reset, all of these payments, rent, everything is catching up. So remember, there was the moratorium. A lot of people weren't paying rent. There was a lot of things going on. But now, as we go back into everything being, as we go back into the reset, let's call it the reset. As we go back into the reset, now we are able to see that these payments are catching up, moratoriums are lifted, rents need to be paid. So this is what's happening right now. So now it led to a lot of delinquencies. There's a lot of delinquencies now from the used car side of the market. Um, New cars, and there's different subprime tactics that's coming up. So late payments by itself, you guys know that a transaction or an experience is not included on your consumer report, right? So we all know that transactions are not a part of your consumer report. So now, as we evaluate the consumer report, um how many people know how to read their credit report? If you know how to read your credit report, put me in the chat. I want to know how many people know how to read their credit report. If you know how to read your credit report, put me in the chat. I want to see how many people are really paying attention to what's on your credit. How many people know how to read their credit report? Like you pull your reports once, twice, or three, four times for the month. You're pulling your report once a week, maybe twice a week, or four times for the month. Does everybody know how to read their credit reports? And guys, if you don't know, it's nothing for you to be ashamed of, because guess what? No one taught us this stuff. No one said, listen, you're going out into the real world. There's a thing called credit, and there's an algorithm called FICO. You need to be aware of this, and you need to know how to read your credit report. You need to know how to dispute negative items. You need to know how to read consumer law. Like nobody told us any of this. I know when I came from Jamaica, nobody told me this. I know that. Twice a week, but still don't understand most of the stuff. That's good. Cloud capture, that's very good. See, it's important, guys, that we are transparent and we have an honest moment. Because when I just came here to America, I didn't know how to do any of this. When I came here, I had no idea how to do none of this. And because I got denied over and over and over, and then I became, y'all go read the damn law and stop being lazy. And when I started getting denied, and then when I became a victim of subprime lending, that's when I realized that I had to change something. Something had to change, right? Because my first car, when I got my first car, right? I told you about my Nissan Altima 2007, 75,000 miles on it. I was just paying 18.9% interest rate on a used Nissan Altima. Why is that important? It's important because if we don't know how to maneuver in this credit space, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be the person paying for 84 months on a 1998 Ford. We cannot allow these things to happen. I have collections that's showing on two of three of my reports. Is that grounds for automatic deletion? Which letter? No, that's not grounds for automatic deletions. And there is no such thing as automatic deletions. You have to dispute inaccurate information. That's what you have to do. You have to dispute inaccurate information, and any item that cannot be verified or validated must be deleted. So it's important we know how to get rid of these things, right? So there's different strategies for different negative items. You won't treat all negative items the same way. The method of dispute for each negative item will not be the same way. So it's important that we know this. All right, guys, it's important that we know this part of it. So as we talk about the different factors that is involved with your credit, looking to get transfer personal debt to business because credit mafia isn't moving the needle. I'm not sure what that means. Definitely not sure what that means. Um, Patience. So the next thing I want to give you guys some feedback on is when you guys start the journey of repairing, rebuilding, restoring your own credit, guys. It's not overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It does not. How do you start litigation against credit bureaus? One second. Hey, 099826. All right. Mhm. All right. So sorry about that. So the first thing we need to exercise is what? It's called tactical patience. Guys, let me see you put tactical patience inside the chat. Tactical patience. It took years of you not knowing what to do with your credit. It took years of not paying attention to it. It took years of mispayment, months of mispayments. And then guys, you want this fixed in 30 days. It does not work that way, guys. It doesn't. So I want you to exercise what I call tactical patience. You have to comprehend what you're doing. And a lot of people, oh, I don't want to learn nothing about credit. Here, just fix it for me. Guys, you're not doing yourself any justice when you do that, right? You are not getting yourself any justice when you do that because you are still ignorant to the whole realm of credit. I get it, you're busy. I get it, there's a lot of things going on in your life. I get it 100%. But if you don't know how to handle your own affairs, if someone repairs your credit in 4 months, you're going to be back in the same situation. If you don't learn what the five factors of FICO are, if you don't learn what's the definition of your consumer report, if you don't learn that late payment shouldn't be reported, if you don't learn that if a charge off being reported on your consumer report is defined as gross or ordinary income, if you don't learn these things, guys, paying someone to fix your credit and not having any knowledge about what is going on in 4 to 5 months, you will be in the exact same position. Bad credit is a result of bad financial decisions, bad financial responsibilities. In order for you to change the output to be and change the output, you have to change the input. The input is a change in your mind, a change in the way you think, or a change in the way you handle your finances, right? Because it doesn't matter if you take, if you like, if you take, like, I don't want to even use that example. I'm not going to use that example. I don't want to use that example. It's the word play that I'm stuck on. The language. Yeah, that makes sense. Would you recommend that you are paying all current or late debts up to date before attempting to dispute it? So with that cloud capture, that becomes a personal decision. I can't tell you to pay a debt or not because there's different definitions of the word debt. There's different USC codes that speaks on what is the debt and whose responsibility is it. I will say if you have an obligation, make good on your obligation, right? So what I'm getting to Now, if you have a late payment, if you have a late payment, let's talk about a late payment, right? If you have a late payment, what you want to do is learn how to delete the late payment, right? So let me see y'all drop late payments in the chat. Let me see y'all drop the word late payments in the chat. Drop the word late payment in the chat. Guys, you see, when you own your truth, no one can use your truth against you. All right? Own your truth so no one can use your truth against you. So let's talk about, let's, like, who wants to break down a late payment? Right? Who wants to break down what a late payment is? You want us to break down what a late payment is? Let me see mad late payments in the chat. If you want me to speak on the late payment, let me see mad late payment in the chat. Damn, just say you won't answer my question or talk about it later. Who's that? Can you remove credit limit or credit balance of a consumer report? Guys, you got to be patient. There's a, like, not because you ask a question right now it means that you're going to get an answer right now. Like, you got to be patient. There's a lot of people on many different platforms that's asking questions. So if you're not patient enough to wait until your questions get answered, bro, there's absolutely nothing I can do for you. You got to exercise tactical patience. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Some of you are expecting someone to fix your whole credit profile in 30 days. No, it does not work like that. Exercise tactical patience. Late payments and utilization go together. So if you were patient, you would see that that's the route I'm going. Sometimes y'all just got to be patient, man. Be patient. All right. So let's talk about late payments, right? What section of the law, what section of the law speaks on your transactions and your experiences with a creditor? Can someone tell me what section of the law? Will you save this on YouTube? Yes. What section of the law speaks on transactions and experiences with the consumer and the person making the report? And guys, you know that a person defined under the FCRA is also a corporation, 1666B. So to some extent, all right, let's read what 1666B says. So let's go there. 15 USC 1666B. Let's read what 1666B. It says timing of payments. So let's read what B says. All right, B says grace period, right? So 1666B, and we're at A. So let's talk about A first before we go down to B. A creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose, right? So even though they say that, guys, it is not a period after the sentence. So this part of the law often get misinterpreted, right? Remember, there's a comma. It's not a period. There's a comma. It means there's more. They may not treat a payment as late unless the creditor has adopted reasonable procedures designed to ensure that each periodic statement, including the information required by Section 1637B of this title, is mailed or delivered to the consumer not later than 21 days before the payment day is due. So now this is where we do math. So if this section is saying, so if we're going to use this section, right, what are the things that we must consider if we're going to use 1666B, A? Just drop it in the chat. What are some of the things that we must consider now if we're going to use this section of the law? What are the things we must consider? It says that a creditor may not treat a payment as late under an open-ended credit plan right? Unless unless the creditor has adopted a reasonable procedure. So there must be a procedure designed to ensure that each statement, so each periodic statement, including the information required by 1637B. So the information under 1637B is crucial if we are going to use this section of the law. Was it 30 days? Right? So let's go there. Uh, 1637B. So let's go to 1637B. Right? A statement required with each billing cycle. The creditor of any account under an open-end consumer credit plan shall transmit to the obligor for each billing cycle at the end of each there is an outstanding balance in that account or with respect with a finance charge is imposed a statement setting forth each of the following items in the extent applicable. So now 1637 is going to give you a list of things, right? It's going to give you a list of about 11, 12, 12. All right, so from what I'm seeing, there's a list of things under 1637B that must be included. So this is what I want you guys to pay attention. 1666B can be used provided that it meets all the criteria of what the open-end consumer credit plan is and all the disclosures that you're supposed to get or what is required under section 1637B is supposed to be mailed or delivered to the consumer not later than 21 days before the payment due date. So there's a few things there that we must consider, right? So let's take this late payment section apart. And guys, when I'm reading the law, this is how I go about dissecting it. So the first thing we learned that is what? They cannot treat a payment as late, right? So cannot treat a payment as late unless, right? Unless is there. So like I said before, it is not a period that came after unless. Before unless, it's a comma. It means the sentence continues. All right. So it says they cannot treat a payment as late unless, okay, unless what? They have adopted reasonable procedure. So we need reasonable procedure. That's the first thing. Reasonable, REASONABLE, reasonable procedure. Reasonable procedure designed, right? DESIGNED, designed to do what? Ensure that each periodic statement, so each periodic, periodic statement includes information required by section 1637B. So though this is what we know so far. They cannot treat a payment as late. They have unless there's reasonable procedure designed to ensure that each periodic statement, including the information required by section 1637B of this title, is mailed. So that's the first thing. And there's or. right? So we need to know now what is required. So, guys, put what is required under section 1637B. What is required, right? Um, Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you very much. So the first thing we have to think about now, if we're going to use section 1666B, timing of payment, what are the requirements under 1666B? The first thing we know that they cannot treat a payment as late unless reasonable procedures designed to ensure each periodic statement. So each periodic statement is what I missed. I had a call. You missed a lot. We're still breaking it down though. You're good. You can catch the replay. So each periodic statement, right, must include and the requirements under 1637B. So go to your statements that you get. Go to your statements, and I want you to go now to section 1637B. So we're at 15 USC section 1637B. So we now need to know what is required under 1637B. What is required under 1637B? So let's go over to 1637B. So under 1637B now, what are we getting? It says statement required with each billing cycle. So whatever is being said here must be included. It must be included. Shout out to my guy, Dantel Antonio. What's going on, King? So under 1637B, in order for you to use this section for late payments, we must know what 1637B is saying. So 1637B now, because that's where I'm at. So for those of you guys that have another browser or another phone or whatever, you could go now to 15 USC 1637B. That's where I'm at right now. 1637B. So it's saying the creditor of any account under an open-end consumer credit plan shall transmit to the obligor for each billing cycle, at the end of which there is an outstanding balance in that account, or with respect to a finance charge is imposed, a statement setting forth each of the following items to the extent applicable, right? So number one says the outstanding balance in the account at the beginning of the statement period. So they must give you, right, what the outstanding balance is in the account at the beginning of the statement period. If we're going to use 15 USC 1666B, guys, you must know how this works, right? So that's the first thing. So the second thing we need to know that's required under 1637B is the amount and date of each extension of credit during the period, and a brief identification on or accompanying the statement of each extension of credit in a form prescribed by the Bureau, sufficient to enable the obligor either to identify the transaction or to relate it to copies of sales vouchers or similar instruments previously furnished, except that a creditor's failure to disclose such information in accordance with this paragraph shall not be deemed a failure to comply with this part or this subchapter if A, the creditor maintains procedures personal reasonably adopted to procure and provide such information, and B, the creditor responds to and treats any inquiry for clarification or documentation as a billing error and an erroneously billed amount under Section 1666 of this title, in lieu of complying with the requirements of the provisions sentenced in the case of any transaction which the creditor and seller are the same person as defined by the Bureau, and such person open and credit plan has fewer than 15,000 accounts or 15,000 accounts, the creditor may elect to provide only the amount and date of the extension of credit during that period and the seller's name and location where the transaction took place. A brief identification of the transaction has been previously furnished, and B, the creditor the responds to and treats any inquiry for clarification or documentation as a billing error and an erroneously billed amount under Section 1666 of this title. So, guys, so if we're talking about Section 1666B, you need to notice, like, there's no going around this part, because if you don't send out that, so a lot of you know, read this, right? And you're gonna send out a late payment. You're gonna say, "Oh, this account contains billing errors per on 1566B. A creditor may not treat a payment as late. Delete this late payment from my account." That's what most people are thinking. Well, that's a part of it, but there is more. See, if you're going to use Section 1666B, you cannot use Section 1666B without the required parts of 1637B, right? 1637B gives you the ammunition that you need. So it seems like I'm going to be making a new late payment letter soon on sections 1666. Give me 1 second, guys. On section 1666, and one of my team is trying to get into the account. Let's see. Who is all right, great. All right, so let me get back. Let's get back. Let's get back.
Bottle that.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we're back. So you cannot use section 1666 if you're not willing to learn what 1637B is requiring that creditor to do. And guys, don't get me wrong, this is in your benefit, right? This is in your benefit. Why? Because now you know everything that they must give you. That's a part of 1666B. And if you don't get these things that are a part of 1637B, that should be required in order for them to put a payment as late, the payment is not late, and it is a billing error. So it's knowing how to use 1666B and 1637B together. 1666B, timing of payments, work with the section of 1637B. They both work together. Would you dispute with the creditor or bureau? So cloud capture, just one clarification. There is no such thing as a credit bureau, and this now is a direct dispute with the creditor. This is not a dispute with the consumer reporting agency. This is a direct dispute with the creditor. So for all things 1666 related, it is a direct dispute with the creditor. All right, so now we got that out of the way. So let's go to now the second section that speaks on, hey bro, I'm having trouble with 3 accounts, 2 collections, and 1 repo. The credit agency says they've paid 60% of the payments, and another says 70 is paid. All right, Chris. Chris, I want you to email me at finance. You're gonna need to join the university, Chris. So I'm gonna just get you in with the team. Finance, finance at consumer law secrets. So, Chris, I want you to hit my email up, finance at consumerlawsecrets.com. Put your number and let the team know that you are interested in the university, because what you need, Chris, is the university. You have a lot of stuff going on, and the strategy and tactics you're going to need is what you're going to get in the university. So make sure you hit that email up, finance at consumerlawsecrets.com, and you can get right, and so the team can get you right. Can you pin that website? We've been hustling backwards this whole time. I'm not sure what website. The real I trigger. What website do you mean? If you're talking about the my finance email, it's how you get a hold of my team. So finance, finance, finance at consumer law secrets.com. Let my team know that you are I just got on the university. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So drop some fire in the chat for the real eye trigger. He just got in the university. Let's get it. Let's go. You got a lot to learn, man. We got a lot to teach you. All right. So now let's go over to the next section of the law that speaks on late payment. Do you recommend disputing several items on a report at once or one by one? You can do both. There's different ways to dispute. So how we teach dispute, or how I teach dispute in the university, is Xavier, is we dispute directly with the creditor. The creditor put the information on there. We dispute directly with the creditor. Come here. So hey guy, what's up? Come here. Give me 1 second, guys. My son just came in from school. I haven't seen him in a minute. Step over. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
Come on, say hi.
Hi.
What's up? You all right?
Yes.
You had a good day at school?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, tell everybody hi. All right, go. I'm gonna see you in a few. All right, go, bro. All right. Sorry about that, guy. My son just came in from school. All right. So yeah, we want to talk about we need so when you hear people talking about 1666B, guys, I want you to just read more into it. Read more into 1666B, because 1666B works if the creditor fails to meet the requirements per son 1637B. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. So 1666B works. I'm going to let you guys know 1666B works, but you must find that they are not in compliance with what is required under 1637B. That's the ammunition. 1637B, 1666B works only if they fail to give you the requirements under 1637B. Right? You said dispute directly with the creditors, right? Absolutely. So I want you guys to think for a second. Who puts or who provides the information about your account to the consumer reporting agencies? I want you guys to think for a minute. Who provides the consumer reporting agencies with your information? I want you guys to think about it. Who provides the consumer reporting agencies with your information? So I see the word data furnisher. Clyde, Teresa, you are correct. Another name for creditors, they are also called data furnishers. So for those of you who didn't know, data furnishers, text the word, data furnishers are also called creditors. So text the word summit. Guys, I'm just going to cut for a quick commercial break. We are putting on the credit summit. The Consumer Law Secrets team and I, we are putting on the credit summit. It is the first summit of its kind. There is none, the word summit. To, let me just write this out and then I'm going to break down and tell you some more stuff. 917 guys, you can take down my number too. 917-993-5238. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238 to get your tickets for the credit summit. All right. So let me give y'all some more insight. I took your late payment letters and sent them directly to the creditors. However, they all came back and said what they reported was accurate. So this is where now you go more into it. Because first of all, we never asked them if anything was accurate. So more than melanin, you brought up a very good question at a very good time. We didn't ask about if the information reported was accurate. We are specifically speaking on transactions and experiences. So 15 USC 1681A. So when we go to 15 USC 1681A, we're going to scroll down to number two. So more than melanin. Let me know if you're able to join me on the live. I want to have a conversation with you. I want to show you some perspective. So if you're able to join me on live, more than melanin, I would love to have you on. I'm gonna break down this whole late payment thing for you. If you can, click that button at the bottom and you can get on the live. I will accept you on the live. I can, 1 second. Okay, perfect. Just click the thing at the bottom and then I'll get you on. If you look where the comment section is, you're gonna see a box that looks like a camera. Just click that box that looks like a camera. I think that's what you do. Yep, there we go. Um, what is this? Invite to live. All right. Hey, Queen, what's going on?
How are you?
I am good. I am good. I am good. How's everything with you?
Good. The creditors are really driving me crazy.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, when you send out a dispute letter, right? When you send out a dispute letter, it doesn't mean that you're going to obey it right away.
Right.
You have to know what you're enforcing, right? So the late payment letter is built on this section. 15 USC 1681A, number 2A1. Right? So I want you to write that down. I'm going to go into it now, but I want you to have it for your reference.
Okay.
So this is what Congress is saying. Who makes the law? Creditors or Congress?
Congress.
All right. So does what a creditor say overrides what Congress written in their laws?
Absolutely not.
All right. Cool. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, it says this. Except exclusions. What does exclusion mean? Tell me, what do you think the word exclusion means?
Not included.
Not included, right? So for everybody that's listening, is it a fair assessment to say that the word exclusion means not included? Can we all agree that that's what it means?
Correct.
All right, cool. So Congress says it. This is not the reign saying this. This is Congress saying this. Congress says, except as provided in paragraph 3. The term consumer report. What does your consumer report mean? Lorraine, I am glad you asked. So let me tell you. The word consumer report means this. In general, the term consumer report means any written, oral, or other communication of any information by a consumer reporting agency bearing on a consumer's credit worthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, general reputation, personal characteristics, or mode of living which is used or expected to be used or collected in whole or in part for the purpose of serving as a factor in establishing the consumer's eligibility for a credit, or insurance to be used primarily for personal, family, or household purposes, B, employment, or C, any other purpose authorized under Section 1681B of this title. Now, in the definition of the Consumer Report, Queen, did you hear Congress said anything about a FICO score or a Vantage score?
No.
It's not included, right? Okay. Where is late payment a factor? Late payment is a factor on the factors of FICO.
Okay.
Factors of FICO are not your consumer report. Did Congress say anything at all in the definition about a FICO algorithm or a FICO score?
No.
It did not say it, right? So, by definition, it is clear to say that your FICO score or your FICO algorithm or whatever FICO or Vantage is not included in the definition of what your consumer report is. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, bet. So now we go back to 15 USC 1681A, and then we go down to number 2. Number 2 says exclusions, right? And we all know exclusion mean does not include, it's not a part of, except as provided in paragraph 3. The term consumer report does not include information containing information solely as to transactions. So I'm going to stop here at transaction. Can you tell me what a transaction is? And there's no right or wrong answer. This is not a trick question. I am genuinely asking you.
The only definition that I personally know is the one that you gave from the master class, which is the transaction between the person and the creditor themselves.
All right. So I don't want it from my definition. Let's talk about a credit card statement, right?
Okay.
So when you go to an outlet or to different vendors, what do you do when you swipe the card? You make a transaction, right?
Correct.
Where does that transaction history show up?
In your billing statement.
In your billing statement. And then know that information there, that is a transactional history, they're reported, correct?
Correct.
All right. So if Congress says a consumer's transactions between the consumer, you, and the person, corporation, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, whoever making the report, is not included in your consumer report, does a late payment exist? By definition.
No.
Because we've allowed them to use FICO's algorithm as the scoring model that is used, people assume that a factor of FICO constitutes your consumer report. It does not.
Okay.
So you now have to enforce this. And when you enforce this and they don't comply with this, this is where now you can take other actions, like you can go arbitration, you can sue. This gives you grounds for violation because what? It says, except as provided in paragraph 3, your consumer report, not mine, your consumer report. The term consumer report does not include report containing information solely as to transaction. Then what is a payment history? Isn't that information solely on just transactions that you have made using that line of credit between you, the consumer, and that creditor?
Correct. Does that mean that technically when they respond that the transactions that they've investigated are accurate, that they're not being
It's
honest?
total BS because
Okay.
this section of the law does not speak on accuracy. It speaks on your transactions are not included in your consumer report. So if you accept a statement stating that what we are reporting is accurate, I never asked you about accuracy.
Right.
This section specifically speaks on transactions and experiences between the consumer is not included on the consumer report. I don't care what you think. What you think is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So if you are reporting that accurate, prove to me without a shadow of a doubt that you can report a transaction history on my credit. Prove it.
Okay.
So now if they're going to report it accurate, let's ask for prove it. Prove that what you are reporting is accurate, because I can prove that you are reporting transactions that are not included. You have to prove it.
Okay. So then I need to follow with them with an
A
reopening of the.
rebuttal. Not a reopening, a rebuttal. You are now rebutting their statement. So I want you to revisit this live. We are 47 minutes in, right? So your rebuttal will be something like this.
Okay.
You've responded to my previous dispute with a statement stating that you are reporting accurate information. First of all, I never asked you if you were reporting accurate information. The law in 15 USC 1681 A2 A1 is very specific. You are reporting a transaction on this account that Congress defines in the consumer report, where transactions or experiences are not included in the consumer report. I never asked you about accuracy.
Okay.
Stop providing me with information I didn't ask you for. This is a specific section of the law that speaks specifically that transactions or experiences between the consumer, I, and whatever company are not included on the consumer report. Whatever FICO and FICO algorithm has nothing to do with my consumer report. My consumer, in the definition of my consumer report, as stated by Congress, a factor of FICO or FICO and its algorithm is not included in the definition. So maybe you need to go reread this section of the law or send this over to your legal department. This is my final dispute or my final letter. You can say whatever regarding this matter. If you persist to report information on my consumer report that is not included in my consumer report based on the guidelines of the FCRA, I will have no choice but to sue you under Section 1681N for civil liability for willful noncompliance. And then now you can go into the civil liability section that speaks on that section is 15 USC 1681N. And then you can go on and say any person, and then you can highlight the word person and say the definition of the word person under the Fair Credit Reporting Act means a corporation. You are a corporation. This applies to you. Who willfully fails to comply with any requirement, and then you want to highlight that word, any requirement, 15 USC 1681A to A1 is a requirement under 15 USC 1681, right? So you see how now we're moving from just speculating stuff to complete facts and complete law. That's the difference between people getting deletions and people getting verified, validated, or we're reporting accuracy. See, we're saying the same thing. We're just saying it a different way.
Okay, okay, makes sense. Please tell me that you will save this and re-upload it because my notes.
Bruh.
I can't go that fast.
All right. I know it will be up on YouTube for sure. Sometimes Instagram gives me issues. Instagram sometimes give me issues with uploading the live, but that's why I do it on YouTube. So if you
Okay,
don't see it on Instagram, all you got to do is go to YouTube. Remember, we started at 47 minutes.
I wrote it down.
Yep, so
Perfect.
just go back to the live, 46 minutes, and then start from there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. That
So it's
helps.
not that you cannot predict someone's mental capacity to comprehend something that is plain English.
Right.
If you send out a dispute that addresses a specific thing, right, and this specific thing, um, and this specific thing gets a response with something totally unrelated, is either one, the person didn't comprehend what you sent, or two, it's a generic response.
Okay, and does that also make it illegal for them to close my account after sending those letters? Because
They could, and I wish they would, because now you will have an even stronger ground under equal credit opportunity act. You want me to tell you what it says?
if yeah, if you have it, because that did happen with one of them. They did close the account after I sent that letter,
So
and then
let's take a walk over to 15 USC 1691. Guys, I don't know how I be remembering this stuff. I just remember them.
yeah, you got it memorized like the Bible. But listen, we need it.
So now listen what this is the Equal Credit Opportunity Act.
Okay.
J Menifee. If you say you'll have no choice but to pursue legal action, does that mean you have to follow through? Well, I don't imagine you're gonna make a statement like that and don't follow through. This is your credit we're talking about. So if you're gonna get to that, if they refuse to do it, are you going to accept? I'm gonna read the section to you in a minute. But let me just ask this real quick. If they refuse, if they refuse to take off information that is not included in your consumer report and furnishing negative items that is causing you harm, that's costing you from obtaining credit, that is preventing you from doing things, isn't that worth a fight? So if I say I'm going to go through on something, best believe I'm going to follow through on it. But if you're not going to follow through on it, take it out. Or you could just use it as a threat. But so now let's go over the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, right? And what this says is it shall be unlawful. Let me see how I've dropped the word unlawful in the chat. It shall be unlawful for any creditor to discriminate against an applicant. You're an applicant, right? It shall be unlawful for any creditor to discriminate against any applicant with respect to any aspect of a credit transaction. Number three says, because the applicant has in good faith exercised any right under this chapter. The chapter is chapter 41. The
What
fear,
section?
say again?
What section was that?
This is 15 USC 1691 A3 under Equal Credit Opportunity Act. Shout out to my guy D Tech. What's good, brother? You want to learn? She want to learn too.
No, please let me get on the video. Let me get on the line.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
ma'am.
this is why it's important, and this is why I tell people, like my man said, unlawful pinky. My guy, and this is why I tell people that, like, getting the letters is one thing, but if you don't understand and comprehend the mechanics that go behind the letters, some people get lucky, they get the letters off, but some people require more. Sometimes there's a pushback. Sometimes there's things that you have to do. So the letters work, but the letters also need to be enforced. But you now, as the consumer, you gotta know how to enforce them. And this is the reason why, guys, I am having the credit summit. So what I brought down to you is a part of what I'll be doing at the credit summit. This summit, it's not like regular conferences that you guys have been to. It is nothing like anything you guys have ever been to. We're talking about pulling your reports at a summit. Have you ever gone to any other conference and pull your credit reports? Nope. It's all about motivation and no. You're pulling the reports, you're reading the reports, you're highlighting negative items. And then for each negative item you write down, you're going to get strategy on how to delete that negative item. It's a whole different ball game. It's a different ball game. And guys, all of you are invited. Like this is where consumers and credit repair professionals are under one roof. We're coming together collectively as a whole, as a group. We're taking financial literacy to the next level, guys. That's what we're doing. And you guys, all of you, this is for you. I already know the stuff. This is for each and every one of you. So I definitely hope I see you there. So normally, right? Like for me to do this with somebody, like for me to do one on one with somebody, this is like 10 grand.
No, I
Congratulations.
appreciate you. I appreciate because it's been 10 grand worth of headaches for me. So I
Let's go
appreciate
get it. Let's get to the
yeah,
bag. Let's get to the bag.
for sure.
Let's get to the bag.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
That's
and
definitely
bang my emails up if you need anything. Hit me up in the DMs. But I would really love to see you in the university
yeah, for
because
sure.
it's
The
gonna be
next
an
step.
amazing experience.
Yeah, that's definitely the next step.
All
I
right.
did December's challenge, and now I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do.
So I'll see you. All right. And
Yeah,
the
thank you
other
so much.
thing, the other thing I want you guys to learn too is arbitration. It's gonna be bananas when you learn arbitration. Bananas. All right.
All right,
All right. Cool. Thank you very much.
thank you.
All right. All right. So guys, it's 6. I got a late payment. I'm trying to remove so I can raise my score back up. The um, score back up. The remarks are inaccurate. All right. Let me. I'm gonna go answer some questions before I go. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys need to secure your ticket. There's only 200 tickets. There's only 200 tickets. How can I get started? Athletic Athletic Health. DM me the word started. Just DM me the word started or get started. Just DM me the word get started. And send me your phone number in my DMs, not in the chat. Send me your phone number. Just put get started and then send me your phone number and I'm going to have the team reach out to you. All right. So I'm going to THRONED. I'm going to touch on that question in a minute. Let me go over to YouTube and Facebook. Let me answer some questions over here because I was teaching and I didn't see the question. So just give me a few and let me answer some questions over here and then I'll come back. Um, the Graham Leach Bailey Act also states that non-public personal information, boom, 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 supposed to be reported when opted out, and I can't be reported to third parties. All right. Only affiliated subsidiaries. Okay. You can opt out. All right. Boom, boom, boom. So does that mean they can stop reporting positive history? If you want them to stop, they can stop reporting it. Is that a solution to removing inquiries? No. Inquiries, if you're talking about a closed account, just delete the account itself. The range. So what was in 15 USC 1637B that the creditors usually don't include? I went over that. Boom, boom, boom. They cannot take any adverse action against you. They can, but if they do, that constitutes discrimination, and then you can use the Equal Credit Opportunity Act to get remedy. Um, where will this summit be held? Oh, the summit will be in Atlanta, guys. The summit will be in Atlanta. I'm just going through, guys. I'm going through answering questions. So let me just answer these questions, and then I'll get back. What is your opinion on the CFPB lawsuit about their funding methods being unconstitutional? I hope they find a way to keep the CFPB working for us. The CFPB works for consumers a lot, guys. The only thing is they move slow sometimes, right? The CFPB, they move slow sometimes, but when they do, they're gathering enough information to do like a class action lawsuit. However, when you dispute directly with the CFPB, they also look into it. So if you have gotten no response from the CFPB, guys, just keep the faith, keep disputing, keep going, guys. You just got, you can't stop. If it was easy, everybody will be able to do it. Just don't stop. You just gotta keep going. Keep going. Even when you think that they're not responding to my letters, like, guys, join the university. Join the university, right? Let me give all of you my cell phone number: 917-993-5238. Just text me. Text me the word summit if you want to come to the summit in Atlanta. There's only 200 seats. It's not a big conference. It's a very private, intimate setting. The Credit Summit is an intimate setting where you guys will be learning from me directly. All right, I'll be answering every single question you have, and I'm bringing a lot of industry professionals to teach you guys on different things regarding credit. All right. I've inquired removed with the account still open. The company doesn't know it's removed. It no longer benefits them, and it's your consumer report. Look up the case laws between TransUnion and the FTC regarding non-public personal information. They also had deemed the CRAs as financial institutions, so they have to provide the same disclosures. Sarah, that's amazing information. So, guys, make sure you look that up. The rain. So, what was in 15 USC 1637B? I went over that. Yo, what's up, King? What's going on, brother? No, I mean removing inquiries for open accounts. I don't recommend, and guys, you can do whatever you want. I do not recommend deleting inquiries for open accounts. You run the risk of getting that account shut down. However, if you do decide to do it, make sure you do it within 24 hours of getting that approval, right? 24 to 48 hours of getting that approval. Make sure you delete it. I do not recommend it. So let me say it clear. I do not recommend deleting inquiries tied to open account because you run the risk of getting that account closed down. University is free. No, the university is a paid membership where we teach consumer law and we get everything going. So if you are in the university, there are 50 tickets, 50. There's 50 tickets, VIP tickets for the university. It is a first come, first serve basis. So, guys, make sure you sign up if you're in the university to secure your ticket. All right. So Trey, there's 50 tickets given being given to the university, 50 VIP tickets. So make sure that you guys sign up on the and get on the waiting list because when we reach 50, those seats will be filled. All right, I am at a point of arbitration with Navy Fed, but don't know how to move in that direction. Never did it before. How do you begin arbitration? You definitely want to join the university. Um, Give way because we have an arbitration course inside the university that's going to teach you now how to get your arbitration started, what you need to do to go and get it done. All right. So give way. I definitely recommend you joining the university. I'm gonna give my email one more time: finance, FINANCE at consumerlawsecrets.com. Email me and just let me know that you're ready to start the university, and we'll go from there. All right. So Instagram. All right. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna go back now to Instagram. Let me start answering your questions. Once they put remarks on a file, it sticks. That's a new trick they are using. You can delete remarks. Cloud capture, you can delete remarks. You have to address those. You have to address those remarks specifically. I would get up at 5 a.m. to watch your videos. Like, I swear, man. Like me and TikTok, man. Me and TikTok, like, bruh. Like every time TikTok be taking down my lives, guy. Every single time. Every single time TikTok be taking down the lives. Like they do, like guys, they do not want this information out. Every single, like, TikTok is a Chinese based app, right? A Chinese based app. What do they know about American credit? What do China knows about American credit system? What? But every single time when I'm live on TikTok, they're gonna remove the live, saying that it's violating policies. How? How is it violating policies? Educating people on their credit and their consumer reports. Every single time. They do not want this information out. Check my report this morning and the charge off was deleted. Hold up. I would get up at 5 a.m. to watch your videos and typed up a letter for a charge off and check my report this morning and the charge off was deleted off Experian. Let's go. Guys, drop some fire in the chat for Jacqueline. Let's go. Guys, the stuff that I teach you guys, it is real stuff. Guys, I am not teaching you anything that I'm making up. I don't teach stuff that I make up. I am not, this is the law. I'm not making this stuff up. Shout out to Jacqueline for getting those charge offs deleted. Drop some fire in the chat, guys. Can we get the summit virtually? Not yet. I'm not sure. It depends on how fast we get sold out. We might have virtual tickets, but I want you to stay tuned. All right. Lewis, what's good? All right. Let me just catch up on these questions. Are you teaching how to get remedy with Equifax regarding their data breach? So when it comes to remedy, guys, you have to think about damages, right? How have you been damaged as a result of their failure? When you speak about how you've been damaged, then you now look at what does the law says you're able to get. And then from there you start putting what you want your remedy to be. So it's not really teaching about remedy per se. It's what direction do you want to go? What's the class to get a car with no down payment? You don't need a class on that. All you need to do is go to the dealership, make sure you got a good credit score, and if they ask you for a down payment, let them know that no law requires you to give a down payment. Person 15 USC 1601, the truth in lending, 1605. There's no law that says you have to give a down payment. They never even sent the credit card and statement, but want to say my payments are late. My credit dropped 151 points. So for those of you who don't know, your the late payment section of your credit, of your FICO score, the payment history section is 192.5 points. Payment history makes up 192.5 points. My people fail from lack of knowledge. Absolutely. Can you talk about getting a bankruptcy off your credit? I don't have enough time because my son's home. I'm gonna go spend some. Shout out to my guy Marvin. I'm just seeing that you joined, brother. I hope you are still here. Lewis, I just got a letter from a collector that had me on charge of, and now the remaining balance is on collection. Should I respond with a debt validation and cease and desist letter? No, I wouldn't respond like that. I will still use the steps in the charge off deletion guide, Lewis. Let's treat it as a charge off. Request the 1099-C. Biden was just given permission to ban TikTok. All right. Facts. All right, all right, all right. What up, bro? What's good? Chinese are the owners of this CRA. I'm not sure about that. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks. Absolutely. China owns America. All right, you guys are so crazy sometimes. I believe that they are still reporting inaccurate credit scores. They could be. They could might as they could be reporting inaccurate credit report, but credit scores. So what do you guys do, right? I had someone tell me that debt collector threatened to come to their home if they don't make a payment. Are you serious? Guys, no debt collector can threaten you. No debt collector can threaten a consumer. It is a violation of 15 USC 1692. No debt collector can threaten any consumer. Oh my, I wish that person was in the university. I wish that person was in the university. How can I dispute the accuracy of the late payment? You don't dispute accuracy of the late payment. You dispute late payments under 15 USC 1681A under transactions that are not included on the consumer report. Your credit score drops 192 points for late payment. It doesn't necessarily 192.5. Payment history, payment history makes up 192.5 points. You can lose up to that amount, guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that one late payment will drop your score 192 points. It can. The section that deals with payment history constitutes 192.5 points. Hello, Doreen. I haven't listened to your clips in a while. I want to join the university. Do you still have payment plans? Absolutely. Sanchez, absolutely, I have payment plans. So, finance, FINANCE, finance at consumerlawsecrets.com. So I'm giving you my email, Sanchez. All you need to do is email the team, let them know that you want the payment plan and you want to join the university. So Sanchez, I just dropped my email, finance at consumerlawsecrets.com. Um, Email them your phone number and let the team know that you want to join the university. Is it okay to take off inquiry that's pertaining to a personal loan? Read, that is a personal choice you have to make. However, just know that you might run the risk of them closing the account, but if you have a plan, you can do what you need to do. Stephanie, what's going on, Steph? Goals attained solutions. I love it. Thank you. Will email my phone number. Perfect, Sanchez. All right. I need to join the university, but I want the history gone ASAP, so I can get a car without a down payment. So now you have to put yourself in position to get that, right? So what you need to do now is learn to delete these negative items from the credit, and then once the credit score goes where it needs to be, then now you roll into that dealership and go get your car without no down payment. Um, NY Tycoon, finance. I'm going to drop my email address one more time. Finance, FINANCE, finance at consumerlawsecrets.com. I want you to email the team and let the team know that you are ready to join the university. All right. Debt validation, then cease and desist letter. So you want to use debt validation when you're talking to debt collectors. Debt validation and debt collection language goes with debt collectors, right? You can include a cease and desist with your debt validation, but you want to set them up. You don't want to give them all your stuff at the same time. Set them up, right? Because you need to know what a model form B1 is, the type of document a debt collector must send you, what is required under the new law. So it's knowing the steps. If a late payment or charge off was off my credit, I'll be good. So get it, Linda. India. I'm sorry, India Michelle. Let's go get it. Let's go get those late payments. Let's go get those charge offs off your credit. And guys, make sure you guys are signing up for the credit summit. It's gonna be amazing. If you're in the Atlanta area, it's perfect. You're welcome to fly in. It's gonna be an amazing experience. Doreen, don't forget to touch on the CFPB and should we still dispute? Yeah, yes. Guys, I want you to think of the CFPB as a big bucket, right? Think of, yes, I will be coming to Dallas one day. I'm not sure when yet, but the next conference might be in Dallas. I don't know yet. So I want you to think of a big bucket. The CFPB is a big bucket. And in that bucket are complaints. When there's enough of a particular complaint, they do like class action lawsuit. However, when you do dispute with the CFPB, I have had students in my university right now in my university, there's been students in there that the CFPB totally deleted items from their credit. The CFPB works. King J, they still should not be on the consumer report, so it can still be disputed. Hey there, I'm going to join. I want to come to Atlanta. Let's go! Drop some fire in the chat. I am Rob. Oh, Robin Nicole. So Robin Nicole, all you gotta do is text the word summit to 917-993-5238, or just DM me the word summit. DM me the word summit and let's get you locked in. When are you teaching the mentorship personally instead of your team? I teach my mentorship. My team doesn't teach the mentorship. I teach the mentorship. Colin, I teach the mentorship. My team doesn't teach the mentorship. I do. Yo, King, I had a question. What are your thoughts on trade lines in 2023? I have a 700, 650, and I'm trying to break into a 700. So, Ruiz, you can use trade lines, right, to add to the age of your account. Now, it might give you a boost in your credit score, but when you get that boost in credit score, what I need you to do with that boost is start structuring out your profile, because trade lines can only take you so far, right? You want to have primaries that support your 700. That way, when you go in, you go ahead and you get approved. The credit summit will be in Atlanta. It's April 7th to 9th. So April 7th, 8th, and 9th are the dates for the credit summit. April 7th, 8th, and 9th. For everybody that DMs me the word summit, I will be sending you all the information. So guys, just DM me the word summit. Text summit to 917-993-5238. Secure your tickets. I will be sending all the information to you. Yes, the summit is in Atlanta. When did you say the next summit is going to be in Dallas? No, no. I did not confirm that yet. Not yet. Purchased your 14-day course yesterday and been blown away. All I can say is wow. I see why you be so pumped. Good advice. So much information. Absolutely. And tell you what, Schaefer. N. Schaefer. Tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to have the team. Schaefer, I want you to email me so I can have the team send you a free ticket to the summit. You purchase the 14-day course. You finish the 14-day course. I love to reward people. So I definitely want you to send the team your information. Team, can you get Schaefer's information? And Schaefer, get Schaefer's information, and we will send Schaefer. As long as we verify everything, we will send you a general admission ticket, Schaefer. I love when people take action. Success has a need for speed. All right, the summit is in April. We'll do absolutely amazing, Robin Nicole. King, what's your thoughts on trade line? I answered that. I have I have collection charge off and a paid and closed account credit union, and it's reporting late for a year now. Um should I go about this account? I would delete the whole account. I would delete the whole account. Colin, when you say when's the next one, be more specific. If you're asking when is my next coaching call, I do a coaching call with the students and the mentees in the university every Sunday and Monday. If you're talking about the challenge, we won't have any challenge this month because we're preparing for the summit. So I don't want to be pulled in too many different directions. So, Colin, I would love to see you at the summit. I hope you can come to Atlanta. It would be great to meet you in person. Trade lines still work. Just make sure you get one with a lot of age and high balance, and make sure you use that age and high balance to structure out your primaries so you will be good. Only have 20K primary with Navy Federal. So see if with Navy Federal you can open up a secured credit card and a secured loan, right? See if you can do, I think they're called pledge loans. See if you can get some pledge loans with Navy Federal, and then I want you now to find a local credit union in your city or in your town. Join that credit union, get a credit card, and then join some more banks and start building out your primaries. Motivations warrior, what's up, man? I'm not sure if you remember me, but you were talking to me about repos in Maryland. Yes, 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 I remember you. I remember you. Shout out to my guy Orlando. What's good, brother? Do you do consultating calls? No, I do not. Um, Guys, the consultation cost, if I do consultation, like I'm not gonna lie to y'all, my consultation costs are like $10,000 a call, bro. So I just recommend people like what you would spend $10,000 for. I recommend joining the university. That way, every week you get me 2 times a week. So I rather tell people to join the university than book a consultation call because I'm charging $10,000 an hour for a consultation call. I got a lot more information on my current repo. Yo, motivations warrior. You need to join the university, man. We need to have this conversation in an environment where I can really look into what's going on with you. Doreen is the funky fresh king. Thank you, Lois. I really appreciate it. Do you have any paid consulting? I do, but like I said, my paid consultation costs are $10,000 per hour. Like you're better off joining the university. When challenging an account and looking at your profile, when you see more than 3 to 4 lates, would you just attempt to delete at that point? It depends. It depends on your tolerance. If you want to keep the account, delete the late payments. If you don't want to keep the account, just delete the whole account. Doreen, I need to speak to you directly. How do I do that? That's going to be a hard one. My consultation calls are like $10,000 an hour. However, the more direct access to speaking would come through the university. Navy Federal, you would need a credit score of at least 680, but for the best results, have score over 700. I agree, but also you can do pledge loans or secured loans, secured credit cards, and start building out the primary. I have your program, but just opened it and need to get full access. Absolutely. Tomorrow, today is what? Friday. Sunday night. So Mubanja. Sunday. Let me see you on the call Sunday. Yeah. So if you're in the university, make sure that you're on the call on Sunday. let's take a minute. Let's take a few minutes. Let's take a few. Let's go through it. I want to see you Sunday. So make sure you log into the call on Sunday. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's the best way to build your personal credit profile? What primaries, etc. So if you're talking about a good profile, you want to have between 5 and 10 primaries on your credit, right? So you want to have a few credit cards, maybe 4 credit cards. You want to get 2 or 3 personal loans, pledge loans, secured loans, have an auto loan, and that's how I built out my 800. I didn't have a mortgage. I did not have a mortgage, and I had about 10 credit cards. I have 3 auto loans on the account. I had like 2 personal loans. And with that, I had an 800, 805, and 810. But take into consideration, the primaries are good, but you also need the age, right? Because length of credit history makes up 82.5 points on your FICO score. So if we're talking about the scoring part of it, you want to make sure that you take into consideration the age of your credit. And where this is now, if the accounts are young, you might want to be a authorized user, throw on a few trade lines, and make the profile stronger. All right, guys, I got 4 more minutes. I'm going to go spend some time with my son. So I got 4 more minutes before I go. Ask me some more questions before I go. I love answering you guys' questions. Come on, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Give me some questions. Oh, by the way, guys, I will be going live for the next 33 days straight. I'm going to need your help. I'm asking you guys for help. So every day I'm going live. Every day I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live every day, right? For the next 33 days. And I need you guys to be my accountability partner. Drop the mentorship link, please. Colin, look in my Colin, go click on my link. Click on my face. If you do the drop down arrow at the top, click on Darain Delavante. And as soon as you go to my profile, you're gonna see the link. You can click the link, or I want you to email me, Colin, because if I come off this live now to give you the link, it's gonna pause the live. Finance, FINANCE, finance at DarainDelavante.com. Colin, I want you to email me. This girl talks credit. What's going on, Queen? So, Colin, email me at finance@DarainDelavante.com, and I want you to email me your phone number and let the team know that you want to join the university, and the team is going to reach out to you. All right? So, guys, that's my email, finance at I'm sorry, it's not finance at DarainDelavante.com. I am smoking some stuff, guys. I'm sorry. It's finance at consumerlawsecrets.com. Consumer, I don't know why. Colin, that was a wrong email. My bad, bro. At consumer, SUMER, law secrets. So that's finance at consumerlawsecrets.com. So, Colin, that's the right email. Or you can just DM me, Colin. You can DM me. Can you check your DM? Cocaine Bliss, I will check my DM as soon as I get off the live. If I get off the live to check my DM, it's gonna pause the live. So as soon as I get off, I'll be checking the DMs, guys. All right. So yeah, just hit me up, Colin. Just hit me up. Check your DM. I will, guys, after this live, I will check my DM. Just give me a minute. What happens if I send the law to the credit company and they ignore? Should I go to small claims or sue for late payments? So JS Mo, what you want to do is build up your case. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So what you need to do is stack the evidence against them. So make sure that they are violating the law, and you use that now to go to small claims if that's the route you're going to go take. Check my DM, check my DM. Yes, I will. Should I sue the credit company if they don't remove the late payment? Well, if they are willful, non compliant on exercising what the law is saying, absolutely. Sue them. Everyone, you have the right to privacy. Know yourself, grow yourself. Absolutely. I need charge off letters and late payment letters. Okay, all right, no problem. I will drop you the link as soon as I check my DMs. All right. The rain, I have two charge offs. Whoa, doing live for 33 days. Yes, I'm going to go live for 33 days, and I want you guys to help me out. Every day that you guys don't see me live, I need y'all to DM me. Darain, go live. Darain, every day for the next 33 days, guys. I need an accountability partner. I need you guys to help me out. I want to go live for the next 33 days, and I need some help. I need some help for the next 33 days. So, Monday. Yeah. Starting on Thursday. No, starting today. We're gonna go live every day for the next 33 days. I need your help. Let me answer some questions. We are 2 minutes over. I'm gonna answer these questions and then I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna spend some time with my son because I have military training this weekend, so I'm gonna be away again. So I'm gonna go spend some time with him. Late payments. The rain, I have two charge off, two late payments holding me back. If I send a notary with my dispute, can I go to jail? No, bro, you're not gonna go to jail for notarizing your letters. Send your letters notarized. That's the only way you should be sending out your letters. Notarize your letters. I have an auto loan collection. That account sounds just inaccurate off the get go. Guys, I need you guys getting into university. Finance at Consumer Law Secrets. Guys, I got financing, right? I have financing. I have a payment plan. Guys, get on the university. I don't want you guys having bad credit. Right? I don't want you guys having bad credit. Get in the university. There's financing options. There's payment plans. Come on, guys. All right. So, guys, don't forget. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go spend some time with my little man. You ready? Come here. Are you ready? You sure? All right, high five. All right, give me 3 more minutes, all right? And then I'm gonna come see you. All right, so guys, I am about to go spend some time with my little man. I'm gonna see you guys later. The credit summit, guys, it's going down in Atlanta. It's going down April 7th, 8th, and 9th. The credit summit is going down. The credit summit is going down. Make sure you guys join me, Atlanta, Georgia. I cannot wait to see you guys. I will be seeing you guys in April at the summit. Get your tickets. There's only 200 tickets. There's only 200 tickets. So what that means, when the 50 university students get their ticket and everybody on this live purchases, that means it's sold out. If everybody on this live right now get a ticket for the credit summit, we are sold out, guys. If everyone here gets a ticket on Instagram, on everybody on the live for YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, if everybody right now gets a ticket for the summit is sold out before it even gets marketed. Guys, I want to have a sold out summit. I need your support. Let's make this a sold out event, guys. I want you, all of you, to be there. Let's make this a sold out event. If everybody right here, right now, gets a ticket, the event is sold out. Like, bruh, if everybody gets a ticket, we are completely sold out for the summit, and we haven't even launched it yet. Guys, get your ticket, show up to Atlanta, bring your credit reports, bring your pens. We are going to work. This is not for motivation. We are going to work. Print your credit reports out, bring them with you to Atlanta. Bring them to Atlanta. Time frame meaning time of day. The credit summit will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right? So on Friday we have a mixer. We're gonna have a VIP mixer, and then oh, by the way, guys, the VIP mixer, we're gonna go to Top Golf. So for those of you that love Top Golf, we will be having the mixer at Top Golf. All right. So make sure you guys are ready. We are going to Top Golf. That's where we're gonna have the VIP mixer. We will be having it at Top Golf. So for everybody that gets your VIP ticket, we will be at Top Golf, spending some time together, playing golf, getting some drinks on, learning consumer law. It's going to be an amazing experience. So, guys, we're going to be at Top Golf for the VIP. For the VIPs, everybody that's a VIP, we will be at Top Golf on Friday. Top Golf is where you go to play golf. It's amazing. No, not Top Golf, Top Golf. My accent, I'm sorry. GULF or GOLF, whatever. Top Golf. We're gonna be at Top Golf. We are gonna be playing golf, guys. We're gonna be hitting that swing. All right. Top Golf. We will be at Top Golf for the VIPs on the 7th, and then on the 8th is day one of the conference. Day two is the 9th, and we are going to be straight. So have an amazing night, everyone. Don't forget to get your summit tickets. Yep, Top Golf. Thank you. Get your tickets. If everybody gets their ticket tonight, it is a sold out event. Oh, I'm from Philly. Oh, we're going to teach you how to play some golf. Robin, we're going to teach you how to play some golf. Let's go. All right. So, Robin, make sure you come. Make sure you have your golf swing ready because we finna get these. Poo, poo, poo. We're going to have an amazing time, man. We're going to have an amazing time. Oh, Earl, bro, I want to thank you so much. I used some of your free game. I got my first charge off deletion on my first letter sent out. Man, thank you again. Yo, I'm telling you, it's the law works. The law works. Let's go golfing, guys. Guys, if everybody never play golf, so Carol, make sure you're there. Guys, I want all of you to be there. If like everybody get a ticket, get a VIP ticket. Everybody right now, just get a VIP ticket. Let's just sold out the event. Let's sell out this event, man. Let's sell out the event. Text the word summit to 917-993-5238. Let's make this a sold out event, guys. Let's meet up at Top Golf. Let's go play some golf. Then let's go straight into learning. I want to play golf with all of you. I got my plane tickets today. Shout out to Carol. Let's go. Carol got her plane ticket. Let's go. Let's go. So everyone have an amazing night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Remember, I am going live for the next 33 days. I need your guys' help. I need your guys' help. I will be going live for the next 33 days. All right. How do I buy tickets for the summit? Text the word. Look on the screen. Irvin. Text the word summit. Team, can you drop the link for the summit, please? Right. Most definitely. Most definitely. Drop the link, team, for the summit. Drop the link for the summit. All right. So, yep, we are about to go, guys. It's been an amazing experience. Thank you guys for coming. We're gonna drop this the link for the summit so you guys on YouTube can get it. All right. Get some water. So, guys, there you go. If you're on YouTube, that's the link. If you're on Facebook, Twitch, that is the link right there for the summit. I will see you guys. I will see you guys. I will be seeing you guys the next 33 days. Let's lock in together. I'll be going live, guys. Save the link for the summit. I cannot wait to meet each and every one of you. Let's make this a sold out event. I cannot stress this enough. Let's make this a sold out event. If everybody here gets a ticket tonight, we have a sold out event. Let's make this a sold out event, guys. Get your ticket for the credit summit. I cannot wait to see you there. Let's go. Good night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow.